Based on your research, what have you learned about actual needs versus perceived needs in shaping communities?
Before I started this business, which I'm doing, Bar and Sugar, I spent about a year doing research. And I went out and talked to people in local neighborhoods. I talked to stay-at-home moms. I talked to community organizers. I talked to a bunch of different people. And one of the themes that came out is everyone has a different complaint and a different problem and a different need. And for a while that paralyzed me. So you talk to a stay-at-home mom and her biggest concern is, I can't find play dates. I can't find good babysitters. I can't find trusted people who are going to help fix my car, right? Very tactical things that are real problems and real needs. And then you'll talk to someone else who's a real community activist, and their problem is engagement. They'll say, yeah, I mean, I've got 1,000 things that I can go do, 1,000 really cool things I can go do. The problem is I can't get anyone to come help me, right? So that's a completely different need. Then you'll talk to somebody else who's a busy professional who travels, and they'll come and tell you, yeah, I mean, my biggest problem is I want my local area to be important, but I don't have time to engage, and I'm always on the road, and there's got to be an easier way than Yahoo Groups. There's got to be an easier way than how the world's structured. So those were the needs that they said and professed. But as I took a step back and thought about how I can make all these sort of coalesce and go together, the biggest thing for me was that there was this underlying need for people to be connected in their local area easily and simply. And what I mean by that is there's probably two components. There's how do I, if I'm organizing, how do I go out and get other people to join me? And from a person who's sort of more passive, how do I find out about these opportunities and how do you make it easier for them to engage? And so for me that was the sort of the through theme, the through line between all these interviews, which was how do you make it easy to engage? Because our lives are so complicated and so difficult, it just can't be hard. I can't spend 2 hours trying to figure out how to engage. It's got to come to me.
And how is it different than what you're doing than say Meetup.org?
Meetup's a great service, and I think there's a fundamentally different. They're fundamentally different in terms of the way they're structured. So Meetup is around interest groups. So you like books, you like movies, you like hiking, and that's one type of bond. That's an interest bond. And another type of bond might be a coworker bond. Another type of bond might be a friend, a true friend, which you go out and go bowling with, or whatever you do. But a neighbor, somebody local, is a different type of relationship. Yeah. It's on one hand it's weaker, in that you aren't going to go ahead and necessarily have a beer with this person. But on the other hand, there's a real baseness to it. I mean, this is someone who sees you mowing your lawn, right, in your shorts. This is someone who knows your dog barks all the time, which annoys you and annoys them, right? And you got things in common. Like, maybe there's a neighbor down the street who's just crazy, right? I mean, this is something you can bond over and you have in common that is real and matters, and it's a different type of bond. I mean, our take is we're trying to just improve these local bonds, these local connections.